Hey guys, welcome back. This is the Bitcoin market review for December the 5th, 2022. And before we get into the price section, we look at the economic calendar, and we can see yesterday we had the ISM Services PMI at 10 a.m., which was a high impact news event. And if we look at the price section, we can see this big down close candle is the news impact candle. So we can see, yes, the news had quite some impact, pushed price lower. Right here, push them all the way to this low and then into this fair value gap right here, and then eventually also in this order block. Price consolidated and eventually broke down lower. And I want to get into the first setup right away, which is right here in the middle. And we have to refine it on a lower time frame, but I'm going to show you the idea on the 15-minute. So you can see there's a huge fair value gap right here. Let me draw that out. You can see right here there's a huge fair value gap, but you can see price didn't reach a premium on this higher time frame setups on the 15-minute setup, but we can see price consolidated, and then at what is that 1:15 p.m. price pushed up above these highs, so took buy side once more, pushed into the fair value gap, and then it pushed down lower. Why this is a good setup is you can see this low right here, and if you look to the left, we can see we nearly, if I draw it out like this, you can see we nearly broke this low. We moved through the down close candle, which is an order block, but we didn't go through all the way down to the low. That's what I meant. And this is quite a good setup because we already moved through the order block, and we can see there is a fair value gap below. So we know price is probably gonna reach for that. So there's not gonna be that much resistance for this run down, as we have already ran the order block, and there is only the low left right here. So we expect price to trade lower. So now the only thing is, okay, it didn't reach a premium, and that's why we have to drop into a lower time frame. And that is why we use the 5-minute chart to refine the entry. We can see the order, the fair value gap stays the same. The order block right here changes a bit. We can see price moved into this low candle right here, this down close candle right here. So the last one, which is the order block. On 15-minute, it's a little bit nicer. So it's a bigger candle, which looks a little bit more like an order block, but still very nice candle. But now we can refine the fib tool down to this high right here, and lo and behold, price now reaches a premium. Consolidates right here, pushes up above this high, reaches a premium. You can see in the 5-minute the fair value gap would be a little bit higher, but we are still trading off the 15-minute fair value gap, and you can see price starts to roll over right away, pushes up, pushes down once more, gives an entry on the 1-minute right here, which we'll look at in a second, and then price eventually starts to push down, take out this low, and even pushes down below these lows right here, and all the way into like this cluttered area right here. So yeah, very nice setup. And as I said, there's a setup on the 1-minute at the end pretty much of this move. So after price moved into the fair value gap, you can see. So I'm gonna leave the fair value gap, but I'm gonna put it over here so you can see it still, but it doesn't clutter our view. So price moves down. This is not a setup right here, as we have not broken market structure. We only break market structure after, after this move right here, it's broken. Whoa, not what I wanted. Let me redraw that. There we go. This is a market structure break. And then you can see after this break, price eventually pushes down with displacement. So this is the ICT YouTube mentorship model. Displacement down, market structure break, or shift in market structure. Also, we want to draw up the fib tool. You can see, yeah, price trades back up into a premium, into the fair value gap. Here's the up close candle, which it touches quite nicely, reverses and starts to push lower. First pushes lower quite slowly, and eventually then we take out these equal lows right here, faster push down, little retracement, and then a couple of big down close candles to take out this low and then attack these lows right here. So quite nice setup, and as I said, it's a 15-minute setup, and then we have a 1-minute setup right at the end of it. So even if you would have missed the higher time frame setup, usually you can find a setup on the 1 minute which still gives you an entry in some way. So yeah, that was the first setup, and then we actually have another setup on the 15 minute. So two 15-minute setups, which is quite rare. And the next one is, now I've misdrawn that a little bit, but hey, there we go. So we can see we have a fair value gap up here. Okay, first narrative. Narrative is everything. You can see price is in quite a nice downtrend right here, fills a fair value gap, and there's a huge fair value gap down below. Big fair value gap, nice consolidation. So expecting price to go lower is not out of this world. As I want to say, this is not the best setup. You know, we've already filled a fair value gap right here, so it doesn't have to go lower. It could reverse here, but still, quite a nice setup. If we look at it at hindsight, you know, hindsight, we can see, okay, yeah, it did indeed move lower, so we can journal it. So yeah, price moved back up into the fair value gap, touched the fair value gap, which is in a premium, and then it reversed and pushed lower, first taking out this low, and then on the 10 a.m. news event driver, price really pushed lower below this consolidation. Okay, another 15-minute setup done, and then we have a couple of 3-minute setups in the morning. And this one right here is, again, a setup which is journalable if we look at it in hindsight. Okay, hindsight view, it's a valid setup, but probably while you're forward testing, you would not have, or it was not too nice of a setup for forward testing. But with back testing, it's quite a nice setup. We can journal it. You can see this low to the high, or like this. You can see price retraces down perfectly into a fair value gap and into the down close candle right here, which is the order block, prior to then reversing and moving above this high once again, attacking this gap up here, you know. If I manage to draw that out, okay, that is a small gap. There we go. So price is attacking this, and why it's not the best setup is, you know, price moves up, trades down, and right here it doesn't have to go up there. It can, as it did, but it's not a high probability setup that it goes up there. But still, looking at it from a hindsight view, yes, we see, okay, yeah, it traded up there, consolidated up there, and then it reversed. So this is a valid setup, looking at it from a hindsight view. But as I said, it doesn't have to go up there. But it did. Nice setup. We journaled it. Okay, and the next setup is right in here. So actually, let me see, which one is it? It's this one, yeah. Just had to double check. So from this high to this low. So how do I draw this? I draw it like this. You can see there is a nice fair value gap right here. So price first trades down, comes into this area with a market structure break for first and foremost. Nearly forgot that. Market structure break, price trades through it, nice big fair value gap. Price trades up into it, touches the up close candle right here, which is the order block. I mean, you can take this candle or the bigger order block with like where this is inside, so this up close candle right here. Price trades up, then pushes down lower, taking out this low right here, consolidating, and then eventually breaking down lower. And right here, this move is what we looked at on the 15-minute chart. Here from high to low, back up into the 15-minute fair value gap, and then trades lower. And then we have one more setup on the 3-minute at 620. Right in here, and this is a very high probability setup because we can see price trades down lower, comes very close to these equal lows right here, you know, just misses them, barely misses them, trades back up into the fair value gap. Actually, there are two fair value gaps. It does trade two. So first one and second one. Price trades up to the first one, comes back down, trades up to the second one, and then it sells off, taking out these equal lows right here. So this is a high probability setup, and this is, I mean, this is probably highest probability setup from yesterday, just because we are that close above a consolidation or above equal lows. You know, low, another low, another low, another low right here. They're all pretty equal. And then price trades back up into a premium, into a fair value gap, and then eventually it sells off to take out all of these lows. So that was a very nice setup on the 3-minute, and as I said, probably the highest probability setup from yesterday. And yeah, with that we've reached the end of this video. We've looked at all these setups from yesterday, at least all the good setups. Maybe there are some not that nice setups, at least for me. Maybe you found some good ones. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, and yeah, as usual, leave a comment if you have any suggestions, maybe something specific you want to see, maybe some other pairs. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you're well, and I hope I see you guys again. Bye!